Don't judge me. I've been busy. It was summer. I didn't want to put on no makeup. I was gonna melt and shit. So, yeah. But I really wanted to come to you and tell you about these palettes from Ashley Lee. I've done videos for them once before. I've done the palette and the clutch palette, the first one, and then they had a second one. I'll link those videos down below, but I have picked up this collection, which was the South Beach Miami collection, which is I really want it because I seen it on Instagram. I was like, ooh, cute. And you know how much I love me a good vibrant palette. Anyway, let's go on ahead and get to the tutorial. Ashley Lee came out with 3 Miami collections, which the company is based out in Miami. So I picked up all 3 of them, and I have gotten Wynwood, Downtown, and South Beach. Really love the colors that they put in here. Maybe I'll do Wynwood and Downtown in a separate video, and you guys can see that all on its own. But for today's video, I will be doing the South Beach because those colors in there, and bitch, that yellow. You already know I had to use that yellow. So, the yellow and the blue. So, yeah. So, the South Beach palette comes with 24 eyeshadows in there. And the eyeshadows are as follows. I always go from top row all the way down to bottom row. And it is a Reef, Sand Dollar, Tropic, High Tide, Starfish, and Horizon. Second row is Sandbar, Ray, Laguna, Jet Ski, Beach Club, Cocktail. Third row is Sunburn, Yacht, Palm Tree, Waves, Motorboat, Flamingo. And for the last row, Lifeguard, Sunrise, Morena, that beautiful Atlantic blue, Soul Flow, and Bikini. A bright palette. We are going to use the P. Louise Rumor 1, which is number 1. And we're going to apply that all over the lid with a brush. I use the P. Louise 72 brush and applied that all over the lid, and then came back with a beauty blender and blended it out. And after you're done with that, you get something like this, right? So let's go on ahead and move into our first color. Now, you know that gorgeous ass blue in there, I couldn't resist it. I couldn't. So the first color we're going to go into is called Atlantic, and I will be using a 198 brush. That's also from P. Louise. And we're going to just apply that. Basically, where we have this, we're going to apply that in the crease and in the outer corner. Blue Dye Raccoon. I'm going to be taking this 126 brush, and then I'm going to be blending it out with, it's just a clean brush, and trying to soften up those lines. And with that same 126 brush from P. Louise, we're going to go into the color called Waves and just dip a little bit in there. Just dip it a little bit in there, and then we're going to further blend out those lines with that lighter blue. So I think that the next step is pretty self-explanatory. You got to get yourself some Vaseline. You're going to carve out the crease with a Q-tip. You're going to clean it up. You're going to take that same P. Louise number 1 makeup base, and then you're going to carve that out, and then you're going to pat it all on and let it dry and get a little bit tacky, and here we are, right? So I'm going to be taking this brush from the Crown Case. It's a flat brush. It's number 3. And we're going to go into that yellow, which is called Raise. And we are going to apply that about midway on the lid. So the yellow has a little bit of fallout in it. It's all good. Just clean it up, wipe it up with a brush. The next color we're going to go into is called Sandbar, and it's that orange color. We're going to apply that right next to it. And we're going to dab it on next to the yellow and blend it out. With that same P. Louise brush, that 198 brush that you picked up, or whatever brush you use, that you picked up that blue with, that still got the pigment on it, we're going to take the rest of that pigment and then we're going to blend that orange and that blue together. I did not fully line my eyes and do a full-blown on wing. The only reason why I didn't do that is because we have this blue here and kind of defeats the purpose of doing a black wing, and we've already got kind of a blue wing. So I kept it from corner to corner. Now, I've went ahead and underlined my eyes with black, and now the next color I want to go into for the under eye is called High Tide. I'm going to dab that in there just a little bit on a smudge brush, and I'm just going to lightly try and do the waterline, bottom lash line. So all in all, I'm not mad at the palette. Y'all know I had to do the bright one, right? Because I'm extra. I told you that already. Everything that I use is linked down below. Some of y'all be waiting way too fucking late and then be like, it's not there no more. And it be like 5-6 months down the road. I'm like, well, duh, it's not there anymore because it's 6 months down the road. So, when I drop something on my video, that means you should probably go get it as a fucking P, okay? Well pigmented, blended well, didn't have a problem with it, had a little bit of fallout with the yellow, but that's expected. I always have that problem with yellows and palettes. I got all 3 palettes for $45. They were a mini collection, so that is also linked down below. Lipstick feels pretty good. It's not drying. It is kind of a gloss, although I think it says matte. It's kind of a gloss. As you can tell by the lights, it's kind of glossy. Just a little bit, but not a lot. But my lips are not dry. Went on smooth. Didn't have a problem with skipping. I don't feel like it's going to show all the cracks and soles in my lips when I put it on. But it will transfer, because I can tell it will transfer. So if you're going to kiss somebody, if you're going to go out to eat, if you are going to drink, this will transfer. So you might want to bring it with you so you can keep applying the lip color. Other than that, feels very moisturizing and doesn't feel like it's drying out my lips at all. Let's see, what else can I say? And also, I can move my lips. Have y'all ever had some matte lipstick and you're like, I can't move my lips, like, at all? Yeah, I've had some of those. So, I can move my lips. Everything is all good. I believe this was $4 and some change. If I'm wrong, it'll be on the screen somewhere. So, yeah.